Okay, so we will start basic of sensor and transducer. So today I will discuss the definition of sensor and their property, type of sensor, then transducer and its basic property and type of transducer. That means the uh, basic of sensor and transducer. That means what is the working principle of sensor and transducer. Okay.
यस
हेलो
सर सर और कोई नहीं है सिर्फ हम है और एक अनमोल
तीन
है
नहीं टोटल 5 स्टूडेंट है ना अभी तो मेरे पास ओके आ रहा है धीरे धीरे क्लास करते हैं हम लोग
ओके सर
Okay, then what do you mean by sensor? So sensor is a device that produce an output signal for the purpose of sensing of a physical phenomena. Okay, that means sensor is a device uh, that received and response to the signal. Just wait, someone is waiting in the class. Arjun. That means signal is a device that receive and responds to the signal. That means and this signal must be produced produced by some type of energy such as heat, light, motion, or any chemical reaction. So once the sensor detect one or more signal as a input, it convert into the analog or digital representation of input signal. Is mostly in the form of electrical input. That means they convert and sense the input signal as in the form of heat, light, motion, and chemical, and convert it into the electrical signal, analog signal, or in any digital signal. Based on this explanation, sensors are used in all aspects of life to detect and measure a different condition. So there is a huge application of sensor in our real life. So basically sensor convert a recognized signal, that means the signal in the form of heat or light, motion, chemical reaction, and many more, and into the electrical analog signal or in the form of digital analog signal, digital signal. Okay, so what are the property of sensor? So sensor have a following rule, that means it's sensitive to the measure quantity. That means it measure the input variable in the form of heat or any light or any motion, and it is insensitive to the other property likely to be encountered. That means if you want to consider a light sensor, that means they only sensitive in case of light, not in the form of other any environmental change. Okay, and it does not influence the major property. So there is some deviation in the measurement using the sensor. That means there is error produced in the measurement of measurement by the sensor. That means using sensitive error, hysteresis error, offset error, nonlinearity, quantization error, alliance error, noise, and drift. Okay. So first of all, I will discuss the different type of error that produce in a sensor measurement. That means the first is due to sensitivity and hysteresis. So sensitivity, that means what do you mean by sensitivity? Hello. So sensitivity is the ability of a measuring instrument. Just wait. Sensitivity is the ability of measuring instrument to respond to change in the measure quantity. Okay, and it is also the ratio of change in the output to the change in the output. I had already discussed in the control system. That means sensitivity of any instrument. That means the change in the output by change in the input. That means sensitivity means change in the output by change in the output. For example, suppose you want to measure a temperature, and and the uh, and the temperature is converted into voltage output. So say, that means the temperature sensor, the input of the temperature sensor is temperature, and output is electrical voltage. So sensitivity is called change of output voltage by change in the input voltage. That means change in the temperature, and each unit is volt by Kelvin. So in the temperature sensor, is a constant, and this sensor is a linear because the ratio is constant at all point of measurement. And second one is hysteresis. So hysteresis is a error caused when the measured property reverse direction, but there is some finite lag in the input for the sensor to respond, and creating a different offset error in the one direction, that is in the other direction. So suppose there is one error. There is one error due to hysteresis. That means hysteresis is the error caused by the measuring property reverse direction, but there is some finite lag in the time for the sense. Suppose there is an input is extension and the output is force. So suppose if you increase the extension, then the forces will increase in the blue direction. But if you decrease, they follow the other path. That means in the reverse direction, they have a different relationship between force input and output relationship. So this type of property, or you can say this type, that means using hysteresis, there is a error produced in the device. That means if you go through in the forward direction, they follow some path. In the reverse direction, they have some time lag in the device, and they follow the different path. So that means there is a error in the measurement if you follow in the forward part or in the reverse path. So due to hysteresis, there is a error in the error in the output of the sensor. Okay. So first one is sensitivity. That means sensitivity must be a high for the measurement. If any sensor have a less sensitivity, that means there is an error due to less sensitivity of the device. And second one is the hysteresis. Hello. And sensitivity, then just wait, maybe better to. Next, offset error or non-linearity. Okay, offset error, what do you mean by offset error? If a output signal differ from the correct value by a constant, then the sensor has a offset error or bias, and this is an error in the y-intercept of the linear transfer function. It means suppose any device has input is equal to x and output is equal to y, and the relationship between the input and output is equal to, suppose y is equal to mx plus c. So due to C, there is a error produced in the measurement, is called offset error. Okay. if they follow the linear principle, direct relationship between the input and output, so there is no offset error. But if they follow y is equal to mx plus c, where c is any constant, so due to this reason there is a error producing in the device. Okay, now next one is a non-linearity. Many sensor have the relationship between the input and output in many sensor have not in the linear in the nature. They have some linearity. So due to non-linearity, there is a error produced in the measurement of the sensing device. That means non-linearity is the deviation of the sensor transfer function from the straight line transfer function. Usually it is defined by the amount the output differ from the ideal behavior over the full range of the sensor, often noted in the percentage of full range. Okay, so there is one graph that explains the offset error and linearity. Okay, so suppose suppose there is a one input is a pressure, that means in the case, and output is sensing output in the y graph. But we want for the ideal condition, we want a yellow line, that means they have linear relationship between the input and output. But actually the property and the design indicates there is a non-linearity in the relationship between the input and output that creates the error in the measurement. Okay, so next, quantization error or alliance error. So what do you mean by quantization error? If a sensor has a digital output and output is essentially an approximation of the measured quantity, this type of error is called quantization error. Okay, so suppose some sensor have input is temperature or maybe pressure, maybe a light, maybe a motion. So if you want to find a digital output, so you know digital output, that means digital output means you get a discrete data at a regular interval of output. That means in the digital data we are actually the approximate measure quantity. So due to approximation in the measurement quantity, there is a error is called quantization error. Okay, so suppose the suppose the output signal in the analog in the nature, but in the if you want to find use the digital output, that means you are taking the output at a regular interval of time. So there is error when you convert analog input to digital output. So due to this reason, there is a error produced is called quantization error. Next is a alliance error. If a signal is monitored digitally and the sample frequency can cause a dynamic error, or if the input variable or added noise change periodically at a frequency near to multiple of sampling rate, alliance error may occur. Again, I will repeat this definition. Alliancing error: if a signal is monitored digitally, the sampling frequency can cause a dynamic error, or if the input variable or added noise change periodically at a frequency near a multiple of sampling rate, called alliancing error. That means if you want to take the digital output, so digital outputs, that means for any signal we have to take its output at a regular interval of time, and the 1/t is called sampling time. So due to noise or any other disturbance in the input variable, they create a error at a sampling rate is called alliancing error in the measurement. Now noise and drift. So what do you mean by noise? So you know, when in the measurement, noise is a random deviation in the signal that vary at a time. So there are any unwanted signal that affect the measurement value. is called noise. Okay, so due to noise there is a error in a measurement of sensing device, and if the output signal slowly change independently of the measured property, this is defined as the drift. A long-term drift over month of or year caused by the physical change in the sensor. So that means if the out uh, if the output signal, that means output signal is sometimes they differ from the major property, a major property due to their uh, physical change. Hello. Due to a long-term drift over there is a physical change in the sensor construction. So this is called the error producing due to drift is called, due to this type of physical change is called drift. Okay, next type of sensor. So classification of sensor, that means they are categorized in the active or passive sensor, or you can say analog or digital sensor. So and another time that means the factor that classify the another criteria that classify the sensor, that means based on the primary input quantity, and second one using the transaction principle, that means using principle physical and chemical change. So some sensor based on the direct change in the input, and some sensors output depends on the physical or chemical change based on the physical and chemical change, and some sensor property based on the material and technology, and based on its property, based on its application, they have classified in the sensor. Now, what do you mean by active and passive sensor? So active sensor, that means the type of sensor that produce output signal without the help of external excitation supply. Again, the type of sensor that produce output signal without the help of external excitation supply. That means based on its own physical property of sensor vary with respect to the applied external effect. Therefore, it is called self-generating sensor. For example, photoelectric cell or thermocouple or piezoelectric device. Again, I define the active sensor. That means active sensor is a type of sensor that produce output signal without the help of any external excitation supply. That means they not independent of any external excitation. That means in the photovoltaic cell that convert solar radiation directly into electrical voltage. There is no other external excitation, external supply that convert the solar radiation to the electrical voltage. So they if the sensor directly convert output signal to the input signal, those type of signal sensor is called active signal. Okay, let me say example, photovoltaic cell, they directly convert solar radiation into electrical energy. Thermocouple, they directly convert difference in the temperature into electrical energy, and the third one is the piezoelectric device. Now, passive sensor. Passive sensor is a type of sensor that produce output signal with the help of external supply. With the help of with the help of external supply. That means they need any extra simulation voltage source or any other source, and sensor are able to retrieve a method without actively interacting with the environment. For example, strain gauge, magnetometer, barometer. That means those sensors, they convert the output signal into output signal. They produce output signal. That means the input signal is converted into output signal with the help of any external supply. That means in the strain gauge or a magnetometer or barometer. Okay. That means in active sensor, they convert output signal, they produce output signal without any external source of supply, or in the passive filter, they use any external voltage source or any current source to convert the input to the output. Okay. And next classification is analog or digital sensor. So what do you mean by analog signal? Analog sensor. So analog sensor that produce continuous signal with respect to time. That means they produce the analog output, or is called analog sensor. Analog output generated is proportional to the measured or the input given of the system. Generally, analog voltage in the range of 0 to 5 volt or current is to be produced as a output. And the basic the various physical parameters like temperature, stress, pressure, displacement, and are the example of the continuous signal. That means the analog sensor means they produce the analog output. That means continuous output with respect to time. Okay. So next, digital sensor. That means in digital sensor, the data is converted into transmitted digitally and is called digital sensor. Digital sensor, and digital sensors produce discrete output signal. That means the discrete time will be a non-continuous with the time, and it can be represented by beat or a serial transmission or byte bump or a parallel transmission. So digital output can be in the form of logic 1, 0, 1 or on off. So digital sensor consists of a sensor cable for an transmittant, and the major signal is converted into digital signal inside the sensor itself without any external component, and the cable is used for the long distance transmission. That means in digital sensor, they detect or they sense the input signal. They convert the input signal into a digital output signal in the form of 0, 1 or on off signal. So that means analog. The analog signal output is analog in the nature. That means continuous in the nature. In the using digital signal, the output in the form of output signal in the form of digital output. Okay. Now, what are the application of digital sensor? So detection of leak in the gas pipe cables using the pressure sensor, pressure monitor in the tire. Okay. Monitoring airflow, measuring level, inhaled medical device. So there are some picture of the sensor, different type of sensor that is used in the electrical and electronics device. Now everywhere the sensor is used to modify and increase the technology. That means there is a technology advancement. That means there is one temperature sensor that sense the temperature and convert it into electrical signal. There is a color sensor. There is a gas sensor that detect the gas. That means sometimes and there is one smoke sensor that detect the smokes and use in the any building for the fire extinguisher alarm. There is a light sensor LDR that is used for sensing there is any light source of light or not. Transmitter, that means they use for the change in the temperature. Okay, so many sensor that now they in a very low cost available in the market, and you have, that means you can use those type of sensor in a different type of UG project and PG project to make a small electronics device, and even in the like in a mobile screen, a touch page, they use a different type of sensor to make a device more compatible with you. Okay, okay, okay. I will explain in the next class, the next portion.